Vanessa the Crafty Gemini. I post weekly how-to video tutorials right here on my YouTube channel, and in this episode of Weight Loss Wednesdays, I'm talking to you about what I drink. If you're new to my Weight Loss Wednesday series, you want to click right here. That will take you to the full video playlist where all the videos are going to be archived, beginning with the first one that I posted. So no matter when you come across this episode, you'll be able to go back and view all the videos in order if you want to learn a little bit more about my weight loss journey and how I've been able to lose about 70 pounds now in about a year and a half or so. So let's get started with this episode. Today I'm talking to you all about drinks and what I'm drinking. Well, we all know that we should be drinking a lot of water. Some people say 8 glasses, other people say like half your weight in ounces, whatever it is. Most of us are probably not drinking enough water like we should be, and I'm one of those people. I used to think I got a decent enough water intake before. You know, it was more something that was on my mind constantly when I was nursing my kids to make sure that I wasn't getting dehydrated or anything like that. I'm kind of all over the place, and by the end of the day, I really don't know how many glasses of water I've had. So what I decided to do is to keep a little tally sheet on my refrigerator where whenever I go by the kitchen, I serve myself a small glass of water. And I mark a little mark right there. Something else that I did recently was to purchase these glass water bottles. So for when I'm out running errands with the kids, since we live out in the country, everything is about 20 minutes away. So if I'm out running errands, you know, and I'm not eating out or anything, chances are I'm going to go a few hours without having any water. So my husband is always on me about my water, and we ended up getting these glass water bottles. They're really cool. They're by Life Factory. I'll include a link in the description box below. They're definitely not cheap, but I like them. They come in a variety of colors and sizes as well. This is, I think, a 16-ounce bottle. Now, whenever I have a glass of water, whether it's at home or I'm taking it to go in my water bottle, I'll always try to squeeze in either half of a fresh lemon or a splash of raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar like Bragg's. I always keep this stuff on hand. It's great for detoxing. Since I have gallstones, the malic acid in the apples that is used to make the apple cider vinegar helps to soften up gallstones, so that makes them easier to pass. And then the lemon juice, it helps boost the liver, and the liver is where the bile is made that then goes to the gallbladder. So it's all kind of detoxing, and they're just overall good for your health, right? It doesn't matter whether you have gallstones or not. And that's basically how I take my waters on a daily basis. Something else that I take on a daily basis is this big old bag that I bought off of Amazon. It's Numi organic tea, and it's chamomile lemon. It has chamomile tea, which is has no caffeine, because I can't have caffeine. If I have even a tiny bit of caffeine, I won't sleep for 40 hours. So I stay away from caffeine completely. And then it's, you know, it's organic tea, and it has the chamomile and lemon myrtle leaves. So again, anything lemony, I love just the flavor of it. It also has its own health benefits, so I take that too. And this was basically the best deal that I could find. This was a pound of tea in this big bag, and I think I got it for less than 20 bucks. So if you try to buy them in smaller packs or in smaller amounts, they're really pricey. And then also, I try to stay away from tea bags themselves, because the bags that the tea is put in sometimes has like toxins and all kind of chemicals and stuff. So I usually like to start my mornings off with a hot cup of this tea. I just steep the tea, no sweetener, and just squeeze in some fresh lemon juice in there. And that, because the drink is warm and the lemon juice, it serves as a kind of liver booster, which is always helpful since our liver is what detoxifies our body. And so I start off with that in the morning, make sure I take it on an empty stomach. Now, some other things I drink regularly are kombucha, which is a fermented drink made of tea, water, sugar, and the SCOBY, which is that thing you see floating in the jars in the background. The recipes are in the Nourishing Traditions book, which I've recommended in previous episodes, and as you can see, even my kids drink it. And the second drink is beet kvass. This is another fermented drink that I make here at home. It's made with beets, water, salt, and whey, and it's another superfood, a liver tonic, and overall great for your health. Both of these recipes are included in the Nourishing Traditions books, which I recommended in some of my previous Weight Loss Wednesday episodes. And remember, if you're interested in any of the products I mentioned in this video, the links are in the description box below. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you next week for another episode of Weight Loss Wednesdays. Bye!